right, I'm live. All right, excellent. Yes, I have to get closer to the microphone. So, yeah, some of my equipment is no longer available to me, and trying to get new equipment or used, because actually some used equipment might do me some good, especially if you're not using it anymore or it's been sitting around all getting dusty. Help me out, right? Give me my address. Yeah, well, I started a nonprofit so that some of my U.S. American friends could get tax deductions, but nobody really gives a shit. You've all been quite ridiculously crappy to me, and most of you around me that I've been around know nothing of what you speak. Okay, great. This is unacceptable. So what I'm trying to say is, there's someone thinks they're God, and I need everyone to know I'm going to find that source, because it is not the case. Okay, I mean, don't make me do it. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm not. I don't threaten. I just write the air, and it's very difficult for me on a daily basis. And I do have something called functional neurological disorder, which does, yes, makes my head bob. I get Bell's palsy sometimes. Sometimes it's like I'm running a marathon and I'm sleeping back and forth, and so on and so forth. So even if I were, okay, in a committed relationship, so the answer to that is, well, I've been meeting a few people here and there, males, right? Mostly online, but other places here and there. So, but I still would say, no, 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 you don't want to sleep in the same bed as me. And then, yeah, weaponized gas. I know. Oh no, she shouldn't say it out loud, but I did. Though. Yes. Anyway, so that's what I'm getting at. There's some things that are taking place in front of my very own eyes. Like, okay, well, that's frauding. That's like fraud, according to the U.S. government. And what you're doing is actually, right, spending your neighbors and other taxpayers' money in ways that it wasn't really meant for. Or something. Okay, like what? Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt that I cannot work a full 8-hour day, especially not without certain supports. Okay. But I've taken too many hits online, so yeah, I'm gonna start drawing lines in the sand. And right, somebody who wants to test the boundary is going to end up testing some things in legal circumstances on planet Earth. We're going to be testing some things then. And if it gets to the Supreme Court or it goes to a higher court in a different country, then so be it. Okay. Right. So I have a lot on my mind all the time, and it happens, and there are ways for me to cope. And when you take those ways to cope away from me, and I have to go through all that, then, yep, I expect reparations from God Himself. Okay? I have an older brother, and I'm like, it's all you. I tagged off. I'm tagged out. You understand? Older brother got this. Right? So sometimes it's brother from another mother, but there's a lot of crap. People know how to act tough and make themselves big, and blah blah, but hardly does anyone actually have the bite behind it. So what I am saying again out loud is, if you've been contacting me online at Creasesinger on X or another place, okay? I mean, I have an Instagram. I just do that because of a couple few goalies friendlies, so I can kind of keep track sometimes, right, of goalies through other goalies. So it helps me, okay? I do still do that. I keep tracking them and see how their lives are going. And some of them I found out. Two of them I found are deceased. I knew someone else was too. But this is another reason why trying to catch up with people and then is can get difficult, because sometimes you get news over a period of time. And so that's also called longitudinal research. So I'd like people to understand the term longitudinal research. See, if I'm going to do research, it's going to be longitudinal. Okay, that makes the most sense over time, right? So things there may be a certain variance, but usually doesn't fall outside certain levels. Anyway, that's another reason why some of you should let people who understand what these words mean decide how to interpret them for you. And maybe, if you're not going to be a scientist, I get it. But if you plan on having anything to do with any kind of science, there's some things you just need to know. Whether or not God exists or not matters not. Right. So, yeah, I've taken too many hits. So I'm calling in a couple favors from federal law enforcement and some pro bono. I know there's a few who can do that because basically, yeah, once you see the evidence, you're going to find out that you're basically like, yeah, you can set how much you want based on how much they're going to pay out in, damages. So, right, I may not be able to give you up front, but I can give you everything that you would need, if not a few little things, in order to take someone down, at the very least civilly. Okay, because you got it coming. All right, great. I already told people on this. It's like, well, I mean, money's good if you need a certain thing. I'm not going to say it's not. It's just like it is not the end all and be all. And yeah, there's some things I just don't chase. Okay, and so I'm going to be weeding out the fakers pretending to be celebrities with me very quickly. And if it is AI, right, I'm holding the creator of the AI and the people who put AI, right, allows AI in the open internet. Public internet. You'll be held responsible. Okay, because some of it I think is highly damaging, and there is something that people can do about it. It's online, and yeah, considering some of the things I've been through, right? I'm not taking anybody's shit, including God's. Now, none of you are gods to me. Make that abundantly clear yet once again. All right. Now, I have a certain efficiency. I have to, mostly because a lot of you are selfish and you're making a lot of people poor who you shouldn't. There is a house mason who owes me, and they should have known better. Yeah, you can't force that if it's going to hurt a house. You understand? All right. So I get compensation for that too. And yes, everybody except for the one who lied, who was trained and was working adjacent to me, even if I wasn't sure exactly who you were. Yeah, okay. And for other countries, I have been knocking on Canada's door. That's true, but I am looking for a sanctuary country because I don't feel comfortable suing the United States government while I'm still in the United States because I don't trust people not to think that they know the whole fucking story and vigilante on me. Because that's what 90% of US Americans have been doing. Okay? Like, there's some things you need to coordinate with people. There's some specialties you've never even heard of. And yeah, I'm getting tired of the people around me starting to snipe all the time. I know why. Trust me, your lives aren't that difficult. Don't be ingrates. Don't be ingrates. Okay? Yeah, and don't be cunts. Even online. Even if you think nobody can see you. Okay? There are ways that can happen. And yeah, I'm just getting tired of all of it. Especially, I go online and I'm like the verified, certified expert, but they don't want to listen to me either because, right, they've been watching, paranormal shows. That makes them experts, by the fucking way. Well, it doesn't. You understand? I mean, check your own goddamn selves. Check your own damn family. Check your own damn employees. Okay, people. All right. And some of you claim to be Christians. Hey, well then why aren't you paying any attention to what Scripture actually is saying to you? And Lucifer is a name, but it's also a word. Yes, the variations end up being lights. Lucian. Lucian is another one. Okay? But Lucifer, yes, Lucifer on earth, you understand? Okay? Yes, has a grace filled angelic name. Okay? Because a fallen would have a different name. And many of you don't understand how angels work or archangels. And I don't know that much, but I know they have cycles. One is up while the other is down. One, and I don't pay attention to it. I can just sense them. Just like I don't need to watch the moon, I can just sense it. Okay? I'm trying to cut through a lot of crap for a lot of people. I don't want to have anything to do with the bots. Okay? I want X and I want YouTube to have real live people check through this instead of just a computer or an algorithm or whatever. Because in the United States, I shouldn't be blocked, especially considering I make it abundantly clear that this is for people over 21. And over time, yes, if you love an autistic or an autistic, have somebody who has a different kind of brain look at the stuff. And if you need to edit, just don't change my meaning. Okay? This is free. I put my credentials all over YouTube and on X. Okay? They're there. Okay? They're there. They're legit. All right? But some assholes got involved with some stuff. And so, right. I mean, sometimes you got to grift the fucking grifter. Yes. And some of us, like some gentlemen, to know that, yes, I was the one female. Right. We actually had to unalive ourselves, had to unalive our way out. You're not allowed to put any more stress on me, anybody. You may not know what's going on, but maybe 5 years from now or 2 years from now, something will, right, draw you to something that I've put online. And I have shitloads of content online, variety of different fields. All right. Well, some of you aren't geniuses, even though your grandmas were sure. Okay. Um, yeah, well, that's okay. Okay, but yeah, some of you raised up certain ways. I'm not really sure. And there are some, yes, they don't know any better, but they can learn better. So, yes, there's a second chance situation going on here, right? But yeah, I put up the SOS a little while ago, and so I'm expecting Seth. Seth has certain talents that are very, very useful. Yes, he's got some special skills, Seth does. And you're all going to find out, oh, with it, stop being a Christian because of this, and this one is that one. It's a secret, and I use it like a spell book. And like, well, that's why a lot of people are all fucked up. I mean, you've been doing shit that you read online. I'm like, okay, well, that has nothing to do with sex magic. What kind of, okay, fake ass gods, you can be found. And now you will. Also, I don't care if you're the Pope. I don't care if you're actually Brent Smith from Shinedown or actually anybody. Okay, some of these are actually, let's see, who else did I get? Keanu Reeves or Dave Mustaine or Joe Elliott. Okay, I don't even care. It's not going to change. I need to verify your fucking identity. Okay, you won't do that. I'm handing you off to various specialized law enforcement to figure out, yep, where the fuck you are, who the fuck you are, and why the fuck you think you're so goddamn important. Okay? Now, if I have to get scary, I will give you a warning to, right, keep the kids in the dark about it. And if you don't, then it's on you. Have a band called the One-Legged Popes. That's our working band name right now. Yes, there are three of us now. We're gonna two of us have music already, so we're gonna learn each other's music, putting a bass in the mix. We're going to have rhythm going on there. This is good. But our working name is the One-Legged Popes. So that's going to be fun. I'm not really sure how dedicated they're going to be, but we'll find out. I work with my voice at least 2 hours a day for enunciation to make sure if I have any cataplexy or any issue, right, with jaw sticking, something that has to do with my physical neurological issue, I know how to overcome it fairly well now, but I got to put that into practice. And I'm trying to save my voice. It is harder to sing, but I've gotten used to the fact that I lost some upper range. I dropped an octave, okay, but I picked up 2 octaves down below. So, yeah. I can sing like a man can. I can probably go even lower. Yeah, no, I was trying throat singing for a while. Yeah, you gotta really pay attention and take care of yourself. Like, I put stuff online. Yes, Q-tips in here, Q-tips in here. Yeah, you gotta brush your teeth. Okay, making music, that's important, right? Especially if, yeah, you have medication that gives you dry mouth. Oh yeah, now that's one for, yeah, singers, vocalists. Yeah, that one's a pain in the ass. Like, constant dry mouth. You're trying to sing, like, oh man, freaking a, right? So some of the medications I've been put on, I probably don't need all of them. Once again, get that straightened out. But given the way time moves and other things, it's like, okay, well, by next year, it'll freaking happen. Okay, I can't work on your pace. Okay, work at a completely different level and pace and brain wise and frequency and every other kind of thing anybody thinks it is. Okay, like, well, there's a lot of speculation, and people are using scripture and text, and it's just like, well, yeah, but that's not how he meant it. Some stay hidden until it is the proper time. And when it comes to that, is he had to have a certain number available. Okay, it wasn't until he had a certain number available did he do anything about it. So shut the fuck up, everybody. Okay, you're basically just making fools out of yourselves now. That's why, yes, sometimes you just let them do it for as long as they want to do it until it starts coming to an end, little squeak. It ends, and they don't have any more in them to start it back up. Right. All right. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is just, yeah, let them use all their ammo. I don't know, duck and cover, and when you're freaking out, it's like, okay, well, no, now you're a little scared, aren't you? Yeah, I'm taking too many hits. So yeah, fuck spiritual warfare. Who the fuck's putting people in the middle of spiritual goddamn warfare? Oh, you'll be found. Okay, some of you think you're queens, and I'm like, well, you ain't my queen. I don't care if you're gay or not. I don't care if you're homosexual or not. Just like so fucking stupid at this juncture. Okay? Yeah, rational thinking is not some like, horrible disturbance in the force. Okay? Right. But there are things that can be created and there are things I don't, yeah, I'm now answering, right? Hi everybody. Yeah, you guys on what's it called? Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Like, all right, some of these aren't. This can't be young blood. You know what I'm trying to say? They tell you to stop. You mean stop? You don't want to stop. Now I got law enforcement and cyber people who know how to fucking trace and track you and figure shit out, man. Okay? Because if you're doing it to me and you're doing it to somebody else, plus if it's AI, I need to know who to sue. Well, criminal charges in the U.S. might actually come from that. Oh, I know. No, we're not an experiment. Hi, this is not a game you play with human lives. or other lives for that matter. Any children who hurt animals, get them cornered and round up and get them to immediate, right, counsel, and don't let them out of your fucking sight. Any child who harms animals, right? Get a hold of them right then and fucking there. Yeah, so this is what I'm getting at, okay? If some, hello, if some celebrity or some public person or something actually wants to contact me, okay, right? You can do that, okay, but via phone call or via video call. And that's just the way it's going to be. I mean, who the fuck do you think you are? Who? Well, you're fucking not, greater than God or greater than me or yes, and you're not that special. I mean, right? There's the Shine Down song. And like, I know, some of us either we're all special or we're not. What difference does it fucking make? Okay, I don't perform circuitous logic, and there are ways to break the chains. You understand of that and cycles of abuse. So fucking sack up, everybody. Don't do it to your own fucking kids. Okay, I'm saying this to everybody. I've got too much shit going on. All right. Right. I'm also in the middle of making a documentary, and I have like horrible pain sometimes. Okay? I have a very difficult pain condition, and it's a bit of a difficult Parkinsonism. It is one of those things. I don't have Parkinson's, but since it took so long for me, okay, I'm 53 to diagnose. You understand? They should have been tracking symptoms from like mid 20s. Okay. And then, yes, it also helps if you know earlier when it comes to uh, Parkinson's disease, Parkinson's, the sooner you pick up on that, the better, because maybe it doesn't have to get as bad. I don't really know, but it's just right. So this is a Parkinsonism. It has similar characteristics, but it's like I have no idea from 1 minute to the next day like if I'm going to be okay or and so there's these idiots online, okay, and I am telling that I'm not. I'm feeling you don't want me anymore. Why? Okay. Okay, I want. Right. Okay, yeah, I'm the only reason that I'm going in this direction and giving them any time of day whatsoever is because I want them to be found and I need it shut the fuck down. Okay, unless it is an actual celebrity and you're going about this the wrong way. I got no issue with that, but have your people get in touch with me. I don't have people like that. Okay. Because some of this I don't believe. I think that there's a fake young blood pretending to be young blood. I mean, like these people probably should know. Hey, Brent Smith. There's a fake Brent Smith talking to me, and who else? Keanu and Dave Mustaine and all. Yes, and Joe Elliott from Def Leppard. Like some of these conversations are just wrong, and some of them are like, well, I mean, I have to ask these people, why aren't you fucking married? What the fuck? Okay, some are coming at me, and yes, one of the youngsters from BTS kids. I know, and I'm just like, you're probably, yeah, probably too old for some people. Okay, well, I know age is just a number, but there's some things. But that's what I'm getting at. Like Elon Musk, do they know that I'm getting people using their photographs? Okay, probably not. But I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that you know, right? You can't be using somebody else's photograph online. Okay, right. I mean, there are laws that govern these things. And they're probably, I mean, I don't know about the UK or Australia or Canada as much. I know more about Canada than the rest, but I'm picking up speed on that. Uh, yeah, I think that there are actual real world in lots of places that they can put into taking you to court now for some stuff going on. or you're lucky if you get taken apart, as others may not handle it. So, great, you might piss off the wrong fucking mafia member out there. Okay, right. That's what I'm getting at. Is like you don't know, and right, and some of them, yes, but see, the previous generation to me boo booed, okay, and left, right, the incorrect remnant, so we speak. So, but they had an opportunity to, yep, take care of that, and I'm not overseeing that at all. But I'm done with this kind of stuff. So I'm just putting on here. If you really do want to contact me, okay, number one, don't ever call me dear, because I will shut you down right then and there. Okay? I'm just doing a little posting here. And yeah. Anyway. So yeah, some of them I'm talking to like they're the real person, but mostly because it's just like you realize like I'm having you hunted down right now. Okay, well, no, it is everybody's responsibility. You understand? To yes, phone call, because most of these people I would recognize their voices, point blank, or video call. Okay, this is harassment. What you're doing, fake Norman Reedus. This is harassment. What you're doing, fake young blood. Okay, it's wrong. And if you're using the internet and well, you're not in the U.S., it doesn't mean you can't be held responsible and accountable. Okay, some of these come from Africa. All right, like there's some red flags all over this, and I already walked through a bunch of red flags. Yeah, when it came to Captain, whatever the fuck his name was. Okay, you don't fuck with me without me getting my fucking brothers and boys involved. We don't. We family up. We don't even give a shit, man. If we lose a leg or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We'll lose an eye for each other, fingers. Sometimes freaking jump on the grenade and just that's it. Most of you are not trained the way I'm trained. You're not trained the way I'm trained. I want my reparations and I want them now. I don't care if a celebrity actually wants to talk to me. That person needs to either talk to me on the phone so I can verify or, right, video call. This isn't a joke. You don't know what you have stumbled across. You do not want to get a rise out of me. And none of you are gods to me. Okay? I appreciate the 1 and 2 followers I have who contact me. That's very nice. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to win a popularity contest, and I'm not in a race. And yes, some of this material that is on my YouTube channel, Creasesinger from Earth, is educational, and you are allowed to cut and paste and use it as whatever. If you want to mess with me and give me horns or whatever, that's fine too. But okay, but try not to. Okay, try not to change meaning and just credit me. Okay, it is mostly for educational use. So there's a lot of information here, but you are more than welcome to watch it quickly. Okay, I don't know how to do it on the mobile app entirely. Maybe you have to have YouTube Premium. I don't really know, but on a right, this is my PC, which is personal computer, which is my laptop. Okay, right, with the hard drive in it. Yes, that YouTube version does let you change, or you can either increase the speed or decrease the speed. So if somebody's talking too fast for you, then you can get on there and decrease the speed a little. All right. If you are able to currently or now or after putting a lot of time and effort in, yes, learn much faster so it can come at you at a faster rate. Okay. Right. But if you don't know how to do that, then, right, start slower until you're consciously aware of every single word spoken. Okay. So some might need to work on that level for a while, but it will happen. Repetitive training, other sorts of things. Okay. Right. Training will kick in. Okay. Now I'm one of those that does believe in longitudinal research. Okay. Also, right. I do know that I'm an applied scientist. You understand? How can it be applied to Earth? Okay. There's no sense sitting on certain things sometimes. Okay. So I'm would be considered an applied scientist, but I'd also be considered a behaviorist because I do a lot of. I mean, I have eyes on my head. I do a lot of watching various things quietly sometimes. Right now, that's when I'm going to start getting a little bit more quiet because one, well, I'm being told that one of my brothers is trying to hook me up with somebody. So like, have that person call me, okay? Right, because I'm tired already of this bullshit on my ex account. Right. No, this isn't for fun. So yes, I'm whatever which way. I mean, spiritually, whichever way it needs to happen. I'm calling in a couple favors. Hunt them down and stop them. Find the source and stop them. Okay, right. Yeah. So I've done insidious things to protect innocence. To be honest with you, I mean, if you really need to know, and I am necessary. But I was supposed to get married. Somebody was supposed to be taking care of me. Right? There's all kinds of plans people can make. But when somebody jumps in and destroys the wrong person's life, yeah, things start getting ugly when it comes to me. You don't want me to weaponize. And I'm leaning on the music now. Okay? Right. I'm sure that there's somebody out there who has enough money to donate to make sure I have travel and pretty much letting the UK know that, well, if we can work something out in terms of how much it might cost to rate, immigrate, and then become an immigrant over there, a baby, a newborn, like Jeremy Clarkson has said. Right. And I still like Clarkson. Oh, I know, James May. Top Gear. Yeah, Clarkson Farm, too. Oh, yeah. Top Gear. The Stig. Yeah, that's a good show. Right. All right. Anyway, so you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, I'm under a doctor's care, but I don't think they know what they're doing. I feel like suing the shit out of people till I feel better. Right. So what I'm trying to tell some of you is you better fucking take it easy on me because I am the one that had the worst thing happen. And I do everything I can to make sure that doesn't ever happen to anyone else. Right. Well, sometimes you get tracked through lifetimes. You don't really understand certain things, and that's okay. Aren't meant to it because it means it's not for you. Right. Some are seen as false prophets as well because they will say out loud, because why? Right. Because some are going to want to try and jump ahead and make sure it doesn't happen. A little bit like Minority Report, which is a Tom Cruise flick. Slightly resembling. Okay. I mean, I took the time to get a national security clearance. All right. Now, I don't entirely know all the terminology, but there are plenty of you who haven't. So you have no right to talk about stuff online. Okay? There are things to be done online. There are rules and regs and laws and all kinds of stuff. Yes, especially in the United States of America. You understand? Because all under the umbrella of the FCC, Federal Communications. You understand? And trust me, uh, certain types of law enforcement, I'm surrounded by felons and cheaters and frauds. Yeah. So I'm asking Coach to pull me out. Hey, pull me out, Coach. Got the waffles up. Yeah, I got to rest. I need to relocate. A lot of you are that special that you can't fucking call me so I can verify that you're the real person. No, nobody. Right? So I'm done playing this fucking game. Understood? And you've provided me with plenty of evidence. And I'm pretty sure that Joe Elliott from Def Leppard doesn't have a USA passport. Fake Joe Elliott. All right? So that's what I was trying to get. Some of the musical people, at the very least, have somebody right, quickly browse through this. But I'm leaning on the music. So my music dudes, like, take it the fuck easy on me. I need fucking help. I'm fucking injured. Got it? And I was the only female that was stuck in that situation with a few others. We had two daddies right on a live. So to get out. That's not an easy time for someone in their life. And I have a bad reaction to the fakers. I want you stopped and I want you shut down. So anybody, needs to forward this to anyone I mention, that's fine. Somebody really should be reviewing this because I'm fucking trying to tell you ahead of time what you should be expecting. Okay, preparation. I'm a planner. Okay, it is so hard for me to even contemplate getting out of bed some mornings. Like, all right, unaliving myself comes across my mind shitload. Because why? What the fuck do you get? Some of you use me like a shield, so right. Instead of having my, big brother, and big older brother, having my little brother, right, handle you. So, right, he and I never lose each other. There are some who know what that means, and some, yes. Well, there's also been some activity that is unlawful when it comes to certain things in the U.S. Right. I do plan to sue the United States government. So I'm asking the UK or yeah, whoever. Okay, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't count on people not to get vindictive and stupid about it because you just do. Jacob Israel. We can't give you that much credit. Somebody will show you all the stats and other shit to prove that to you. And you'll hear it from God. And I'm not sure who some of you are worshiping, to be honest with you. I don't know. Anyway, it makes no fucking difference, is what I'm saying. If you know love, you know God. Right? Maybe it's none of anybody's business where God came from. Okay? Maybe some of you are making up a lot of science fiction thinking, oh, this is the way the world should work. And yeah, there's a lot of us saying, well, who the fuck asked you? Yeah, boys. I'm getting ice in my veins. All the females need to step out. All of you need to step out. The worst that can happen to a female has already happened to me. Okay? I'm doing my solid best to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. But all of you think you got some kind of great fucking plan, then I disagree with you. And many of you have caused harm Because harm comes in different forms other than just physical. And I'm grateful for the few people who do watch this. But again, it's like I said, if you guys don't start, especially the musicians, having somebody pay attention to what I'm putting here, okay, I'm not seeing a single future for any of you. Act now, okay? I'm not seeing it at all. That means, yes, you actually have to take part in something right the fuck now. Because I'm not going to fucking help you. You lying pile of crap ingrates. Who the fuck made Tom DeLonge a goddamn expert? Yeah, nobody. Go Angels and Airwaves and like Blink 182 a little. Let the people know what the fuck they're doing. Do it, rock and roller. Okay, hello, goodbye. Great. Rock and roll you. Hello, goodbye. Think I'm fucking kidding, man. If the house music doesn't start paying attention to me, right, you won't exist. I don't know what else to tell you. I've been trying to tell you the truth the whole fucking time. You need to rely on the music. If somebody sees this, you better get all your music friends, right, reviewing this shit. Yes, I have plenty of talent, but I also have a neurological disorder. And I'm not supposed to be single. And someone's entire family ganged up against me. What the fuck? Well, he's awake now. He knows what's happened to me. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Some of you, right, I can read you, but I need it in YouTube short form, right? I need it in YouTube short form. Because right, I can run through those really, really quickly. Okay, there are a lot of people, you have all these notions and ideas of things, and you like to hide in your houses and your caves and where the fuck else you hide. All right, and then, cause disturbances and get police involved because you thought you saw some dog shit in your yard. All right, hi. Okay, I don't have time for any of it. When I leave, the protection is in this world leaves with me. My life needs to change for the better right the fuck now. Or all those tours you guys are playing, yeah, ain't gonna fucking happen. Some of you know I'm telling the truth. Some of you are readers that way. Right. Okay? Right. So somebody can pay for my fucking relocation and make it easy on me. And people who are trying to tell me to do things can pretty much kiss my ass. If you want that, you come right to me in person and ask face to face. Yeah, none of those bitches are my queen.